Oh! Got chills again. Hey there my people, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, now this is not your usual episode of the reaction series Music and Nothing About, which is mostly what I do in this house if you are new here. Because I have seen Wicked on stage 6 or 7 times at this point. It's one of my favorite shows. However, this is still a reaction video. Well, half reaction, half review. I have not listened to the movie soundtrack yet, except for when I was actually watching the movie, and you can't really pay too much attention to details when you're watching a movie for the first time, right? So I thought I could have a little listening party with you guys, and then I could share my thoughts on the film, on each of these music numbers, and the differences between cast recording and movie soundtrack, film and stage show, etc, etc. Heads up one, I'll do loads of cuts to this video. The volume of the music's probably not gonna be super high, and I will be talking over the music so this video doesn't get flagged for copyright. Just throwing it out there before I get complaints from the cuts police. Love you guys, but I know some of you would literally put me in jail for that. Heads up too, there will be spoilers. If theatre is your thing, and I'm assuming it is, you're in the right place, my friend, and you might as well sign up for it, right? So don't forget to subscribe! Should have warmed up for this. And another thing you shouldn't forget is to leave your opinions on the movie in the comments because I will wanna know. I am so serious, please tell me what you thought of that film. Let's get to it then. Oh! Got chills again. Not gonna lie, as soon as the music started in the movie, I got actual goosebumps. I wanted to cry a little. It was stronger than me. Oh, it's this bit when the camera's panning over Oz. Oh! And I freaking love how they made the drums much more pronounced than the keys. For this version of the song, they had the spotlight on the drums, and I like it that it stays true to the original arrangement while providing a fresh experience. That is what the people want. Oh my lord, stunning! I can't handle it. The music's so good. I hadn't realized how much they changed the song. I guess that's a good sign because it means they were calculated changes to add that little twist, but staying true to the original music enough that people can recognize it's the songs they love. I had not paid attention to the choir in this. We have this beautiful choir going, "Ooh." That is not originally there either, right? Beautiful. And I'm also thankful that the more I discover about this film, the more it feels like this is one of the most respectful movie musicals ever when it comes to being faithful to the source material. And when I say source material here, for the purpose of this video, I'm talking about the stage show and not the book, just to be clear. Oh yeah, this is some new music we get because they need to show off all of their gorgeous sets and artwork. And we even get a reference to the music from the scene when Elphaba is born, right? Wait, if we go back a little bit, right there. I see your nose, I see your face. Ah, that is so cool. That is a really cute Easter egg. A little bit of the music that is playing when she's born, in the moment when people are celebrating her death. That's clever. I hadn't realized that. Oh my god, it's also so sad. Oh, jeez. So good. Oh, I love the music of the show. Here it goes. Look! Ah. I really enjoyed Ariana's performance. She was so funny. She has some mannerisms that I felt like I had to look past sometimes. But other than that, I think she was really good in showing that she was concealing her emotions about believing that her best friend is dead and that people are rejoicing in the news in this first scene. There's something very guarded and contained in how she addresses the audience, and as an audience, we can see glimpses of her vulnerability, but it's always in moments when everyone else is distracted, which makes sense because one, she's trying to hide, and two, Aussians don't know better as we do. The vocals in this movie, the freaking vocals. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, no one wants You know, one more thing that made me really happy about the scene, and sorry, I'm gonna be pausing a lot again. I warned you at the start, didn't I? One more thing that I really loved about the scene was the day-to-day in Oz. You see people in their balconies, washing their clothes, doing the ordinary task, and that's a great way to immerse the audience into a universe from the get-go, through familiarity, essentially. The transitions, absolutely fantastic. In the movie, in the show, the music of Wicked, when it comes to the transitions, there are so many moments when I'm like, oh, that felt amazing to listen to. My dark-eyed beauty. Small detail that made me irrationally happy is that the wizard's face is never shown on this flashback in the movie, exactly like on the stage show, and I just found that extremely satisfying. This is one thing that I didn't know I wanted until I saw it. And follow me down. For some reason I was expecting the animals to be people dressed up as well, so the second I saw a natural bear delivering the baby with those paws. Cabbage, the baby is a naturally. Calling the baby cabbage is so rude. In front of the mother, in front of the parents, in front of my salad. Here comes the high note. Ooh. Oh, the notes that she hits in this, insane. Oh, girl, calm down, please don't. Oh, the strings! They sound so different! Stop! No, don't! Look. Epic. Absolutely epic. This music was made to be in a movie, to be fair. Oh! Stop. My ears are gonna explode! I need to go see this again. She did not need to go that hard, but girl wanted to show she's not playing around. Sweet Oz. I did a double bill, watched the show right after watching the movie, and I was actually shocked with how the movie is a copy and paste of the stage show, down to the most obscure lines. So I really appreciate this team for going ahead with their own vision and consequently expanding the world and making changes that add to the storytelling rather than disrupting it, while being extremely faithful to the stage show. I think bottom line, that is what I enjoy the most about the film, and that's not always what we get, is it? I'm not gonna name names right now.
Is it true?
Oh my god. There's always the fire starter, isn't there? Seriously. She's looked absolutely stunning, didn't it? Kudos to the set and prop design team. Amazing work. I love this bit. Zero cheese. The harmonies are so good. Come on. Masterclass in vocals this movie was. Okay, look, we have to talk about Michelle Yeoh as Madame Morrible because that did not work for me, and this is my personal opinion, okay? I love Michelle as much as the next person, excellent actress, and I genuinely cannot wait what she's gonna do with Morrible in the second act, or second movie, theatre brain, because that's when all of the claws come out completely, right? And there's a lot that they can do with her role as press secretary to a dictator. There's a lot to unpack there, but she is not the strongest singer, and that was very clear. And as the amazing actress she is, I could tell that they did their best to take advantage of her acting through song rather than her singing skills, which was clever, but it's a literal musical. Sure, she only sings for like 2 seconds. I'm being a bit pedantic here, okay? I know that. However, and I'm also not sure if this was a direction or an acting choice, but they also really toned down Morrible's personality. And I personally prefer that comic overbearing character from the show. There is no humor to film Morrible. She just comes across as mean, which to me robs the character from the main personality traits that make her a good manipulator, which is being charismatic and fun and coming across as a nice person, even though the whole time she's just trying to take advantage of people. The charisma it takes to be a successful manipulator was not there in comparison to the original character. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna skip this. I love you, Michelle, but I can't. That really just happened. Oh. It is so crazy how different Ariana and Cynthia's approach to these characters are. I mean, mainly vocally, but also in their performance as well. Ariana's clearly trying to be as close to Kristen's interpretation as possible, while I feel like Cynthia took more creative freedom with her Elphaba. And they're both very valid choices. That could mean so well. This number has my personal favorite moment in the entire film. We'll get there. The wizard is done. Yes. Ooh, the drums. I am sorry, but the drums in these new orchestrations are adding years to my lifespan. Not to be dramatic or anything, but... Yes. Oh my god. Here we go. This was the most stunning moment. I have chills just remembering it. Would it be alright by you? Oh, why this was my favorite moment in the entire film, you ask? Jon M did a thing. He made a choice that might have changed my life for good. He used the tools he had and the medium he had to perfection. This is a perfect scene. This is a perfect moment. Whoever says perfect things don't exist, they were lying to you. We have colorful glass hanging from the ceiling in this moment as Elphaba sings, "Would it be alright by you if I degreenify you?" And that's when the sunlight hits the glass, which in turn reflect all types of color on Cynthia Erivo, creates an optical illusion that makes it look like her skin actually changes color. This is not only visually stunning, but have you considered how mighty the meaning behind that idea is? The fact that this one choice manages to incorporate the heart of the story, which is this woman going from concealing her powers and briefly trying to change her looks and behavior to appear normal, to embracing the power that comes with accepting who she is wholeheartedly. A badass green witch. And they encapsulated that in 5 seconds of great direction, cinematography, and lighting, which is what you should be doing in a movie. I love how this unlimited idea returns at the very end of Act 1. This sequence having the best and the most weird moments. The end of this sequence felt very underwhelming to me. We have that amazing build up in "That's all to do with me," only for her to step out into an empty field. Then she starts running towards a cliff. Elphaba, don't do it! And finishes with that incredible belting at the edge of it, the edge of the cliff, followed up with instant silence and birds flying out to the horizon. I guess having her alone in this open, empty space kind of reinforces the idea that that was all very much in her head. This is wishful thinking and reality is very different, but that ending felt a bit off to me in terms of how they combined the lyrics with the visuals. I'll be so happy I could melt. Foreshadowing. I love that actually. This is her. Oh, this is when she flies a little bit, and she's running to the edge of the cliff. The wizard. Oh my god, that is a moment. That is a moment. But yeah, the way they combined lyrics and visuals did not do it for me. Not my favorite choices. Oh man. You know, the delivery of the blonde gag did not do it to me, which is a shame because it's one of my favorites in the whole show. Nah. And maybe it's just my sense of humor, but there was definitely not a lot of it from Elphaba, right? I don't remember laughing once, even in the few moments where they were clearly going for comedy. And that's fine if that was their choice to have Elphaba as the more serious character and all of the comedy fall on Glinda, but I'm actually really glad that Ariana has a little bit of a comedy vein and was able to fill in that gap beautifully. So sudden and new, my head is spinning. What is this feeling? Come on, loathing. Every little thing, however small. Out of all of the songs, this is the one that sounded the most different to me. Obviously, the orchestration sounds quite different, but their deliveries are very far from what they usually do on the stage show, which I enjoyed. I really liked that they were like, we're gonna do our own thing, improve how versatile and flexible this show is in terms of how you perform its material. It came on fast. Aww. I'm kind of sad that they didn't keep the choreography noise in there. The way they stomp their feet and tap on the books while dancing sounded so good. Kind of wish they had kept it in the soundtrack. Yes. I know, I get it. Same. I don't know about you, but I adore the transition from "We are on your side" to "We share your loathing." Ah, delicious. It's so pure, so strong. I love this bit. That cackle in the end was lush. I've got to admit it, this sequence was not my favorite. I like the original orchestration better, and personally I feel like it was missing a lot of the tension that you get on stage, because most of the time in the film they are in completely different places, or in different sides of a room, or in their own beds, with the proximity being done by editing, which robs the number a little bit from that closeness that I think is essential to create the proper tension that this one requires. Like every number in the movie though, it was still fun to watch. Dr. Dillerman, my baby goat. I actually really loved him. I'm so serious. Once I saw this number, I was like, okay, I'm kind of glad it's not just people dressed up. Only rumors, but still. And the little like shadow theater they had on the walls was really cool as well. This was sweet. I liked it. That's why we have a wizard. So nothing bad. And his little house as well is so cute and cozy. Oof. Tension. I like this number. And this is the great thing about a movie, right? It allows us to see a little glimpse of his personal life, which consequently makes him seem more real, so you're even more sympathetic. Jonathan Bailey. You really changed the game, didn't you? Believe me, I've been kicked out of enough of them to know. Fun fact, first time in history I actually paid full attention to Dancing Through Life. So that's a plus. Ooh, oh my god! Stress. Ooh, I can't even do it, obviously, but that was delicious. Also, his outfits, gorgeous. I've never wanted to cosplay Fiyero so badly in my life. It's amazing how they changed the orchestrations a lot, actually, but they still sound very true to the original. I'm actually amazed at how well they tackle that. The freaking drums again. Let's go down to the Osters. Give a whirl. This is actually quite fun. And the movie reminded me of that. Ugh. Nessa pisses me off so badly. Stop. I don't, let's just skip this. There's quite a lot of talking. I never realized how much talking there was in this sequence. Let's do it. Wow! This sounds so different, doesn't it? It's giving the prom, actually. You guys know that musical? I'm not gonna lie, I'm obsessed with the idea of us just being an underground speakeasy. Oh, it's quite cool that they have to sneak out to. Everyone sounds so good. Yeah, in terms of creative choices to adapt this sequence to the screen, I would probably say this was one of the most interesting numbers. What they did with the moving ladders was so exciting, and Jonathan's choreography utilizing the books, I was actually quite afraid for him the whole time, just hoping he wouldn't slip and break his neck or something. So the anxiety also added a little spice to it. I also think it does a better job of showing Fiero's sex appeal with the zoomings on reactions of the people that he interacts with. This one was pretty good.
I know. That's what makes me
Ariana Grande's comedy is my type of comedy. I'll tell you why later. So safe to say I thoroughly enjoyed this one. My tender heart tends to start to... I know. Ooh! Her pop star voice came out for a second in that vibrato, didn't it? Let's go back to it. They need... That was good. You will popular. I love that. Is it weird that this is one of my favorite lines in the entire show? Think of it as personality dialysis. I just love the idea of a personality dialysis because one, it rhymes really well, but also they take the whole meaning of the word dialysis and use in a completely new context without making it nonsensical because it's literally what she's trying to do to Alphabet. I just really love it. Well, R from becoming popular. Did they have brains or not? They were. Right! Chill out, girl. They're very popular, like me. Oh. Okay. Okay, sing to me, Christine. Wow. But as popular. I don't understand why they extended the la la las, but it sounded great, so I'm here for it. Again, I just love how respectful they were to the stage show. They had no obligation to have a wardrobe with a mirror in the hallway for this scene to make sure they reference the moment when Glinda grabs the mirror and goes, ooh, hi, once the song is done. And still, they kept that in there. Thank you, Jon M for your services to this community. It's very much appreciated. I was also trying to understand why I enjoyed Ariana's comedy so much while some of my friends didn't, which is fair. Everyone has their own type of comedy that they enjoy best, their own sense of humor. But I think for me, it was the subtlety in her humor, even in the way she barely expresses anything with her face when telling a joke. Most of the time, it's in her voice and her intonation, or she actually plays with the fact that she's saying something and expressing something else. And that contrast between how she tells a joke and what she chooses to express it is very, very interesting to me. And just, you know, funny. Yawn. I'm joking. No offense, but I'm bored by this one. Not gonna lie. I always love the vocals though. Can't deny that they are always excellent. Or at least all of the alphabets I've seen killed it. But me, I'm not that girl. Might have been the ache we feel, and when reality sets back. I quite like those lines though. It doesn't soften the ache we feel when reality sets back in. You can dream as much as you want. You're gonna have to come back to the real world at some point. I'll say this though. The fact that this song exists makes her arc more satisfying. Forget boyfriends, okay? Girls don't want boyfriends. Girls want to go from I'm not worth it to it's the wizard who should be afraid of me. You know what I mean? Yeah. that. Must be so comforting to sing this song after all of the hardest ones. So it must be nice for whoever is performing, at least. Oh my god. This whole sequence. Feast for the eyes and ears, wasn't it? I like the changes they made as well. They fit the song and the storytelling really well. How amazing did the Emerald City look as well? Come on, come on. The transitions, man, I'm telling you, they can do transitions. In the Emerald City, that you look in a city. Libraries, it's so grand and it's so green. Ooh, did you hear that riff? Ooh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, the cameo. Was this guy the Fiero on Broadway? Because I didn't know him, but I'm assuming he was, because this is when Kristen and Idina appear. Ah, I was so happy when they showed up. Also, such a fun way to have more context on the history of Oz before we go and actually meet the wizard, especially for people who might not have a lot of context prior to watching the movie. So this was very clever because it served both the new people coming into the universe, but also the fans who were loving to see Kristen and Idina again. That book looked so cool as well, like the design of the grimoire. Kind of want to make one for myself now. Hey, I forgot she actually did that. I cannot believe they had Idina do the riff. They are insane for that. Ooh, listen to that. Ooh, they're still so good. Making all us merrier. I love One Short Day. It just makes me so happy. A wonderful wizard. I swear, this is pure serotonin. We're just two friends. Sure. I'm not gonna start discourse here. Don't worry. Friends. I'm just saying that they say the word friends too many times, okay? That's suspicious to me. Okay, I have one. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm sorry, just like I can't control myself. I need to talk and I need to listen to it at the same time. Anyway, I have one bone to pick with the song, and it's the very last line, "The wizard will see you now." It's such an iconic line and moment in the show. It's the one that if you're a fan, you're like, okay, he's gonna say it, he's gonna say it. And it's usually delivered very dramatically, right? "The wizard will see you now," or something like that. It wasn't the case in the movie. And the fact that he had this build up where they go silent for a few seconds before he says that made it feel even more underwhelming. Anyway, all the rest, perfection.
That makes me so happy.
Maybe we don't talk about this one. Truth is, Jeff Goldblum is just Jeff Goldblum in every role he plays. So this is just him, like my friend said, dressed up as the wizard. I guess he brings a little bit of humor to the role, but at the same time, not sure if it was the perfect choice. Oh, the orchestration's gorgeous though. Yeah, again, the vocals are not the strongest. Who am I to judge? I can't even sing, but you know. Okay. Yeah, you're a sentimental man. So this whole scene happens while he's showing this maquette of Oz with his plans for the future, and there is like shadow puppetry happening, and then he has them choose the color of the yellow brick road, which was kind of cute to be fair. And I guess that's more interesting of a scene than what we have in the stage show, but it was still a bit dull, wasn't it? And I feel like we were probably expecting it to be anyway, but part of me was hoping that they were gonna do something to make this number a little bit more interesting. Or is that just me? Maybe people enjoyed it. Oh my lord. Here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. I hope you think you're clever. I hope you're happy too. Gravel is submission to feed your own ambition. I am curious about this one because I feel like Defying Gravity in the movie was very chopped up. I'm curious to see if that's still the case for the soundtrack. They sound so good though. I cannot wait to listen to this again right now. Come on, something has changed within you, hasn't it? Changed within me. This show just makes me so happy. I don't know. I think it's probably because I am a witch. Like true, real. Someone else's game. It's time to trust my instincts. Ooh, here we go with the transitions again. Delicious. How many times did I say delicious in this video? Delusions of grandeur through accepting. I love how she sort of interrupts Glinda. She doesn't even allow her to finish the sentence. Because it's like, no, I know who I am now, I know what I want, and I'm doing this. Yeah, I really love that Cynthia Erivo went for her own thing. You know, this is her alphabet, and you can tell. The whole thing with the balloon was really cool as well, like visually. Again, it's these choices that make the numbers a bit more interesting, with like a nod to you know, Wizard of Oz and all of the material that gave birth to this story. And I love them. No, they won't. This was cute. They were crying and I was crying. I'm joking, I wasn't crying, but it was close. It was close. I actually did not cry at any point apart from the Ozda's ballroom scene when Glinda comes to dance with Elphaba. I had tears in my eyes. It was so tender, and I feel like their real life friendship bled through a little bit, which really helped the scene feel even more emotional, I guess. But there's also the fact that because it's a new medium, they are able to zoom in on their reactions and we can see the actual tears running down Elphaba's face. So even though you're not in a theater with real people right in front of you, it felt like you're much closer to the emotions, at least. Anyway, let's go back to Defying Gravity. When she brings the cape to her. Oh, so cute. Here comes that word again. Friend. I'm just saying, it's too often. I know what I want. It's me. Me. Wow, wait. The quality of the audio there. Wait. Okay, that was a clear... The quality of the audio changes so much from when she says, it's me, to singing, it's me. I feel like they should have edited that a little bit better. Oh, absolutely amazing. Okay, sounds like it's gonna be less chopped up, which is great. This song's a chance to fly. Generally, probably my favorite musical theater song in history. Probably. I know that's a very like basic statement because it's probably loads of people's favorite, but there's something about Defying Gravity that just makes my blood boil in a good way, not in a I'm angry way. Well, maybe a little bit, makes me a little bit angry as well. It's reflecting Elphaba's emotions here, but it's like it grows inside of you. It kind of explodes. You know what I mean? You guys probably know what I mean. Why am I on an airplane? Okay, there is this instrumental bit. Oh yeah, they have loads of unlimited in this song, right? Because originally it's once. I don't understand why they would do this. It just makes the scene longer, I guess. I feel like I should get my broom right now. Nobody and all of us. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Breathe. Did they say kill her? Wait a second. Did they just say kill her instead of get her? Let's hear that again. I'm sorry, they did say kill her, right? Why are you all so violent, Aussians? Do you need to talk about it? What's going on? Should we unpack whatever is happening in your lives, I feel like therapy first. Good lord. Oh my god. Insane. Seriously. Fuck me. Sorry. Absolutely phenomenal. And then it keeps going. Oh yeah. Okay, this was a little bit weird that they just had the ensemble and the song. I get it that for this there is a reason, because we have to see Elphaba sort of like leaving the shot, like her okay. We have to see her last shot in the movie while she's flying away. So I get it that they needed to extend the song. It is a little bit annoying that it doesn't end in that last iconic note, but at least there is a reason for it, so it's fine. Anyway, I feel like it's safe to say that I really enjoyed the movie. Again, like I said, mostly because they were incredibly respectful and faithful to the stage show. But at the same time, they still managed to add some twists, especially in the music, with new arrangements and orchestrations that made the adaptation unique to the screen. And that was my favorite thing about their approach to this project. And now that makes me even more excited about part 2. Vocals are out of this world. I know that Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo as the main characters will always be in the spotlight, but we also have to talk about Jonathan Bailey. He did an amazing job, and I feel like casting directors are also to be praised here. There's something very likable about how he played the character and how he balanced the not so likable Fiyero personality traits, like being full of himself, and the charm that you need to allow people to see something good and not just hate you the whole time. And I'm very glad, because then it will make watching Fiyero redeem himself and grow in part 2 even better. We didn't have a lot of Bok and Nesseros, but they did a really good job as well, which again makes me even more excited to see how these characters switch in part 2. How excited are you about part 2? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to leave your like, and I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!